5 yards. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line. On the set. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. You go right forward, right forward.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen pass.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Lambeau.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready up. Hey, check. Mike 50. You must.
On first down. It's Green. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 51, 51.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Vick on the bootleg. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Vick. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
You draw Porker. Hey, Echo. Yo.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run on 1st down with Jackson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Vick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
Safety's creeping. 6-6, pull it high.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 2nd and 16. Vick, he's going to let this go deep for Jim. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Vick. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Second down and inches. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, Vick again. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll look to throw, sliding out of the pocket, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On third down, Vick. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turf.
Exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Green. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the left side. It's Green. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Check 50, check 50. Hey. Topper! Spike!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They'll run again with Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, and he cuts it right in, and touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
91.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up. By Malcolm Jenkins. The Texans going to signal for their... Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line. 65.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 61 Matchbox Lights. Now.
2nd and 13. And it's hauled in by Jared Cole. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
218, chop.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 99. Check
2nd and 9 now. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
80 weapons. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Watch the boot.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and 1 there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now, right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And he's got this down to the 35. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kevin Green, his 2nd sack of the night. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey, 28 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Kevin Green in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now Jackson got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of...
And got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I believe it was you, Mr. Davis, who said something about them opening things up, taking shots downfield because that D might gang up against the run, and we just saw evidence of why that was a good idea.
And indeed, my friend, just like a broken watch is right twice a day, I get them right every now and then.
Stenerud now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Down.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
26 Mike.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. The open man is Clark, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Jaguars.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Here's Elliott, and an alley to run, and he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's got his big tight end, Dallas Clark. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. This is caught. Clark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Go! X3, 218, chop, bravo.
Looking to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
55.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's complete to McCaffrey. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You start to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Moss as he'll get it on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a give, right side. Green. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Randy Moss there to make the grab, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2.
That's it, baby. We got work. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin Green with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, it's Green. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell them, you have one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Kevin Green. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run on first down. It's Green. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies him like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Ready. You draw quarter.
26 months. I'm coming after you.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Come on, set.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ready.
Stay with your man.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, heck of a move.
Ready?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On 1st down, it's Green. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
General West. 5.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Protein spill.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
On 2nd down, Ingram shifts by him. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He may try and run for this. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Buying time to his left. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game.
Then he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On the ready.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Not today, you are. Not
Get it ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. To try again after the sack. Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
check girls, check girls, check
They will indeed go for it. Vick. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft.
You got three down.
Big grip.
On first down, Green. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, he was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Steps away to his... Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, it's Green. They find some open field here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side. Green. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
I got you, son. I got you. You're on line. You're on line.
Now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now. It's James. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
25 yards that time.
Hey, Charlie.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Manning going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A Nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On first down, Green. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that zero off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Get it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Wahoo!
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. James. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Madden. He'll buy some time right. And he will find T.O. That's complete. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second down, it's James. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Down. 60 or. Hey!
Manning going to try and throw on third down. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He'll get this one complete to T.O. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Throwing on first down is Manning. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll set up to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jackson. Past the 20. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Randy Moss, 42 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
91, 61, matchbox light. You ain't doing go. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. It's James. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
90 Wolf.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yep.
On first down, Dickerson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
60 or.
On second down, it's James. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Green, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. James. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing now is Manning. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's James. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Here's James. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here.
And 2 stop.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready. 70, Indy.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up. 60 or.
Here we go, D.
On first down, it's Green, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, it's Green, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35.
It's fourth down.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Powers through, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Peyton. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Peyton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll try the left side. Peyton, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. On 1st down, Peyton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Green. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down now. It's Green, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. You're
looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Randy Moss, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jackson looking to throw on third. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Jackson now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike 50.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. That's complete to Largent. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Arizona, 70, Indy.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. Green. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
56, Mike 56, right there.
Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Peyton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. Skirts by him at the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Walter Payton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kevin Green in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught in